Hey guys. Hey. Am I low? Oh, I'm low. I think I'm fine. I remember adjusting the volume last time for Love in Deep Space, but I think hopefully my volume is fine. It looks like it's fine, but I just need to get closer to the mic. Maybe, yeah. As long as... Okay. We are back for, I guess, we are at the second part of the trial? No, hold on. Oh. We're here. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 3. Yeah, we're still installing time. So, they are taking a long time to find Maya, which makes sense because it's been the hard to find her. But we've got at least, like, last time we got a clue where she is. Because she's been moving, apparently, and she's apparently close to the circus from the last, like, chapter. So, hopefully, maybe we'll find her in this one. But we have to keep on stalling by that we're protecting this person. And, like, Edgeworth kind of has an idea, but Edgeworth is so gonna go against us. I know he's gonna go against us because he's like, nah. Like, not because of his pride, but like, of course, because he's like fully in the right to like accuse the guy we are protecting right now, because he is extremely evil. But yeah, not Edgeworth, but the guy we're protecting. But yeah, I wonder how this is gonna go down though, because apparently there's like 4 chapters I think for chapter 4. So if this is part 2, chapter 4, then what's gonna happen on the other 2 parts?
But will now reconvene, I assume both sides are ready?
Yes, Your Honor. He's mad! Why? Why are you mad? Yes, Your Honor.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Did he get some news? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Oh, maybe the person who's supposed to be on trial is not there.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Impex's suicide.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me. It actually is like, not her, right? Is it something else? Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery. What? Yo, wait, no, that kind of saves our ass, though.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake.
Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it?
We need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. Oh, that's interesting. Why? Mr. Carita, I wonder if he wrote that to protect her somehow. Or something else, like, either to protect... Well, that wouldn't make any sense to protect her. Like, but maybe to protect someone... Yes, protect someone else. Maybe him, or for some reason he's rival. Well, it looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Engard. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Engard could not have known that, and so that fact remains unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that Engard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Hold on, before we continue, we are going to save our game. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engard to not have known it was a fake. It's possible for Mr. Engard to know to not have known it was a fake. Their history? This? No, how to open a wooden puzzle with a hollow inside. Yeah, their history with each other. So maybe this. No. Definitely not. Definitely not this. A wooden puzzle, yeah. Jesus footage. Spiker. We have a lot of evidence on us. Damn. Lotto's photo. Knife. Wants autopsy. Okay, I think it's the picture.
Take that! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, your response.
I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the attorney's badge pinned into this man's chest is real. That is $1 million question.
Yes! I agree.
Okay, so it wasn't that. Me too. I don't know, girl! I don't know! I just started! I'm gonna say take a while guess and say that I messed up again.
Actually, there is something I would like to ask. Mr. Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier that was to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Karita's private life.
Oh, bruh. So, okay. It was maybe the cameras. Maybe I wonder if I could have gotten that right or not.
I believe this would mean that he would have known about the note as well.
That's it. Yes, and so naturally. This means Mr. Engard would have known that this note was a fake. Ugh. Blech.
Order! See here, Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor?
I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Okay, it's like, no, it's my idea, not yours! Jumping in and stealing my thunder like it is simply, I can't even describe it!
Girl! I got my thunder stolen by Edgeworth. Why are you judging? Yes. Sorry.
I could have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edwards and my grandchild and did not. For that, I assign you a penalty, Mr.
What the fuck? I didn't even make a choice there. Was that just a given? Cause fuck you? Like, what the hell? If only I hadn't kept my mouth shut. I didn't even have the choice to. Game was like, fuck you. You did nothing, so we're just gonna kill off 2 of your points. God damn it, game.
So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engard monitored Mr. Karita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote that note in a place Mr. Engard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you! My Suki's own game!
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense!
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engard's motive to the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth's stuttering? This is not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of, who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? You're gonna bring him? Oh, you're gonna bring, oh. That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer the question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is the witness?
It is...
Yes, go on, who is it?
The man himself. Mr. Shelley the Killer! Oh! What?
Oh, Mr. the Killer! Wait! Shelley the Killer! You mean the killer? I mean the assassin!
Yes, Your Honor. How is this gonna work? I wonder how this is gonna work then.
He's coming here to the witness stand.
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Yes? Yeah? Yes?
Is that right with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this.
Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no one other left to us? How's this gonna work? How? Now then, witness, your name and your occupation, please. What the fuck? I mean, they have him, so that works. Damn. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin. No way he agreed to this shit. Dude, we're gonna track you down. Wait, this is supposed to help. Maybe this will help us to track where this guy is.
I said, what is going on here? What the fuck?
Your Honor.
How can you remain so calm in this meeting of this two-rated radio?
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this is what I did not do. I cannot allow this in my court.
Because, like, what if this actually isn't him? How are you sure?
First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya! Maya!
Oh, voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer.
It looks like we ran into it, yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many chances under these circumstances, so...
Now then, witness, there's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Gulp. Now then, that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of our clients. Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, it's a bad dream.
Shelley the Killer. What is he going to say about my client? This is so weird because Shelley the Killer was the one who told us to defend his client, and so he's on trial, like in person, to admit everything. What's going on then? There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between the client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness's stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Is he gonna frame someone, I wonder?
Mr. the Killer seems to be a clever, very clever man. And almost like he seems to be mocking us.
Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. There is something I must first state. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what that word first means? Sorry. Go on.
Well, it appears this is one of the witness can't badger, Mr. Wright.
That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. Yeah, you heard Maya being an assassin, nothing is more important. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this matter.
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before. But if it ever did, yes, that person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly.
That's enough! Please, no more!
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your clients. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of the prescribed role. Oh! Is that because of us?
The rule!
And this person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You! Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die?
No! No! I didn't say anything!
That judge had better watch himself. We understand, so please tell us the name of your clients. I'm afraid I cannot do that. But you said he broke the rules. I still have a few things to say before I do. That egomaniac. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Yeah, and I wonder who's contributing to that stress right now. Somehow, that coming from the assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all the extra fluff, just tell me their name already. Patience. I'm trying to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. This is okay. I have to press again. I don't really know what to present, so I'll just press again because I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can portray this person. I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who'd have figured? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? Bro, what if he's gonna be like, oh, the person who murdered her is Phoenix Wright, and that would be like, he's gonna frame us somehow. Like, that would suck if that would be the situation he's gonna imply. Because we broke the rule. This case just keeps getting better and better. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I am hesitating. That seems a little okay. Let me press here.
is it?
I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Juan Carrera? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. What? What? Witness. And that's not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? 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 Whoa. I was worried that he's gonna say Phoenix for a moment. I was really worried. This can't be on the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stab Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with these courts, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt Engard, perhaps. I knew it.
Objection!
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a serious, very serious lie.
A moment! You were the one who summoned this witness!
Ah. You Shelley the Killer. Oh god, he trolled on him. My testimony is the truth. The defendant and at the moment is Mr. Matt Engard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. Do we want to, though? We're only here to stall, not to win.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility that the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most revealative of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Engard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue discussion and call me when you have reached the verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, Engard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Engard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself while I win this?
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further the question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath.
It wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died, and Juan's death. It was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie.
But the killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife in the button, donning the nickel samurai costume.
That's...
You even have a motive! We know that Miss Celeste impacts is a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted to revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No, Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them the real story, who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense of any final words or opinion.
have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? I have a choice? I have a choice to do this? No way. Oh my god. They're actually letting me decide. Wait. Am I gonna get a bad ending? Okay, I'm really curious. What happens if we request a verdict? Your Honor, the defense requests that... It's no use. I can't. It feels like I've lost my voice. Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna do my... And then, Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept it not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But... Matt Engard is a killer. A murderer! I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Ms. Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than Engard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Engard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. I would be betraying my boyfriend! His trust. Never thought about it until now. You trust him. I love him! Yes, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that be allowed to further question Mr. DeColor.
Am I hearing correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But the witness has cleared your client through this testimony. Your job is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through the witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection for the stick of the killer.
Right away, Your Honor. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the claim of your client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done.
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify your client in more detail. You legal people are in your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? Yeah, because we could go to jail now. As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrito was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. The act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
This is the most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Objection!
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth,
We still have the cross-examination to do.
but you don't need to question testimony like this, do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony,
Then I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
He's like, what the fuck is going on? What are these two doing? That makes two of us. Because I've already stated quite...
Hold it!
I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer.
And their faith is live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time, though, thought that they could run away from their guilt.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Yes, and my business card.
Oh, this card.
So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. You try to make things easy. My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you I have no intention of using your services ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on the trial here? From the very beginning.
That is correct, from before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true. I mean, she said no. We know this.
That's odd.
I wouldn't say present this, but I'm gonna check the others. So why do you think your client did it?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Engard.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible.
Huh?
My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame, to protect them to my guilty.
Yeah, Shelly the Killer, I got him on radio. Also, welcome to stream. Money, welcome back. How's your day? How have you been? It's so bizarre to have like the killer too here as well.
Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
Okay, one more. And that's all you have to testify.
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again, as you plan to continue.
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really.
Are you really now?
I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. Like, the judge, really? What are you gonna do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right? I'm so confused. But the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. We're saving. I think I know which one it is to choose, though.
Objection!
Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corrida had been murdered.
How? How do you know that?
From the wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Kurita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain the strange phenomenon? Isn't that a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? I wonder when he freaks out the radio jumps. That'll be really funny. It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Kurita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. How strange.
Yes!
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Ooh. Phoenix, if Mr. the Killer figures out what we're up to, we're in big old trouble. Yeah, I know.
Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well. Right now, I have to buy this more time. While we wait for the items Mr. Dick Killer left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Yeah. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. And this is what occurred, I trust my memory. And I believe I have made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Hold it! 1 week ago. Are you sure? Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep in mind. Why are you asking, like, why are you so sure that Phoenix is gonna be like, hey, Mr. the Killer, I need you to kill someone? And he, like, asked us multiple times, like, what the heck? Please, stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date in mind, a specific date and time. Did he ask why on that specific night? No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request, but as for mine, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? So, what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Kurita's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me. He must be talking about the bear puzzle. But you gave it to... We saw who you gave that to. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all. That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night... Hold on. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. I see.
Oh, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh. Really? Goodness, please continue with the testimony. Well, we have, I think the photo, we do have a photo of him being Edgar handed the bear though. So we could present that. But so you physically met with Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was that brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between the client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Oh, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
Very important. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. the Killer had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so. Yeah, we did it, guys. We proved it. You see, it is just as I said. I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? We have so many roles here. Who are you supposed to help? We're supposed to help Edgeworth! Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Oh no, with this, please continue.
Edgeworth is gonna get mad at us after this. He's gonna give us he's gonna give us a lecture. So your client was Adrian Andrews. That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met, but if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with Mr. the Killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw this as suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. We have to draw him out? So I guess we have to do this again. Oh, maybe I have to present. Because I already drew out this part. I already pressed. What the killer said sounds plausible, but in the end, it's just his conjecture. No, Your Honor, I don't think it's very important.
Well then, with this, please continue.
I'm saving every opportunity because of my health. You know, the thing is, though, if I present the picture, would it not count because there's not a certain... Because I feel like if I need a certain statement. I don't know if the statement would fit it. Because I know he said it earlier, but I know for this game they need like an actual statement that's looks like it can contradict, but this statement doesn't look like it can contradict my picture. The bear. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that's that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him. Him? Him? What do you mean him? Face to face that I began to trust him. And that's why I thought I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face. Oh, Mr. Wright, this statement just now are very important.
Yes, you said him. I've heard what I think I just heard right now. And I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony was just now very important.
Oh, really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well then. From the moment I saw...
Hold it!
But as we now know, that was not how it turned out, correct? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right? Well, yes. I suppose you are correct. So I would like to check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate? I know we have a picture. We have a picture of them handing, right? I thought we had a picture of like... I guess we didn't have a picture at all of like Ingrid getting the bear? I really thought we did. Never mind. I guess I thought wrong. Oh wait, so what do I present there? Because I was really thinking that picture. Oh wait. This? Hear about the stuffed bear. But, okay, wait. But the bear was this bear. It was this bear. I can trust him. From the moment I saw him, I thought I can trust this person as a client. Did we just press him? Did we just press the client himself? Because you said him. I could say this. Let me look. I'm a little paranoid. I think we present the picture of Engard. That's what I'm thinking.
Objection!
No, that was fucking wrong. No. What specific item is it then? What specific item? No, I'm not really sure then. Hold on. Saving. Is it the bear itself? I can trust this person as a client. And not this one. Not that one. Okay, what item? Oh. I don't know what item specifically, because we could just say like it. You said him. That's wrong. That's it. I don't think I need to press anymore. I just don't know what to present. What if I present Adrian Andrews? Just the same guy. Oh, this is just a smaller picture of him. And this Adrian Andrews is a girl, not a guy.
Objection!
Oh, it is? Okay. So I was kind of on the right track with the photos. It's just I picked the wrong person. Okay. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at the bar who took the request at the time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelly the killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews.
Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip up about her.
So what is the issue?
What did you say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh. Well, yeah, the radio does just destroy the L!
Order the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
The witness testified to the following: that he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their request.
But he's never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client would not have been Adrian Andrews. Oh my god, those are huge drops of like... I don't know what that is actually. What are those? Ugh. Ew.
Mr. Richard, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without doubt a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked a wrong gender to go with.
What is going on? Shelly the Killer! This court demands an explanation.
I think I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I know he's just going to spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
Part 2. Okay. Yes, now I remember I took that request by mail. There's been many times when I took a job without having met my client, but you just said you don't. You always go face to face with the person for the trust. The request was for the murder of one career and 2 or 3 murdered small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client had to be a man.
Do you think to took this job through a letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in this earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. Oh! So we have to pick something specific? Okay. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay, like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. Edgeworth! No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients of whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using that your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess.
Mr. Wright, you can't badger witness with such harsh words.
Girl, he's a killer!
The lawyers so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. the Killer met with these clients?
I don't know what proof would be, though. I've come to this far, I have to try to prove something here. Oh, shit! Damn it! I didn't think it was gonna make me... I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna lose health. Are you sure about this, Phoenix? No, I'm not. I'm really not. To prove that the witness met these clients who wished Mr. Krita dead. I actually don't have... I don't have the evidence. Oh. No, I do not have the evidence. Oh, what the fuck? So, what do you think? Oh, no, it's not. No. You may say, what do you think? However, I am for all intents and purposes a transceiver radio. Oh, that's right, you can't. And I don't think this was on I need to see. And I can't even see! I can hear the pure sounds in the air there. How could I have picked the wrong piece at a time like this? Okay, I guess my health is alright. I knew my health was gonna go this bad, okay. Recently, I've been receiving my requests. If I met each of them replied, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
There's business opportunities.
On top of which the times have changed. And is now the age of information computers, correct? Well, I've joined the times and now I take requests through electronic email.
Electronic email, do you have a mail that is special insulated envelope?
I'm very sorry. Despite the shortening of the words that I meant by electronic email, a mail is commonly referred to as email.
Email!
In the contest of mimicry, the judge would be the parrot, hands down. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, Anne's.
Hold it!
2 or 3 other things. Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him side with that? I'd be really bad if I pushed these buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Okay, that's a hint of not doing that. Okay. It sure sounds like one sharp man. I should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious.
Let's continue with the testimony. Witness, if you please.
So you're saying that you never saw your client's face? Not even once? I did. Once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. Okay, that's related to that picture then.
I see.
Which I apparently didn't have.
But
But the Centrist was wearing a mask at the time. No. There's an arm though. A mask.
a mask!
A nickel samurai mask, I'm guessing. But there's an arm.
Mr. Wright, what do you think I have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
One thing that does sort of stick out to me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Powers' testimony. After a award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of the room, still in his nickel samurai costume. I gave the bellboy a tip. Uh-oh. You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. Engard. At the time, he was not wearing the nickel samurai. Oh no. Wait, is that gonna be bad for us though? We just said who the person was.
Order! Yes, W mentioned it. I do remember that. Witness?
Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to the various rooms. Is that so wrong? Huh? The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person.
Objection!
I'm sorry, but sadly we are not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? Oh, the deja vu. Isn't his salary more than enough for one man?
Where's your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact the tip? Come, Mr. Attorney, show me the money.
What? Mr. Attorney. Yes? You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client. Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know. Oh, I know and I agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. I think we are on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I am free to cut contact at any time. I'm sorry, please forgive my foolishness.
If only you were this apologetic all the time. Anyway, I do see a do not see a huge contradiction here. Before you may continue with this,
What? We've pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me. And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely destroying Dr. Keller's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in. Oh yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. What am I gonna do? Dude, I don't really know.
hold it! Hold it!
If I press, I can't press here. That's a warning. The only thing you can do is probably present that an item, but like, I don't know what item. Really contradicted. But if it would be real bad if I did something that made him mad that was pretty trivial. There are no problems here. I did not. Oh, well now let's stop. Do you have any proof that the killer met with these clients? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof.
I see. Your line of questioning just now was a waste of time.
Sorry for us, Your Honor. That is the nature of right and wrong. I don't know then. Oh my gosh. I think it's that. I think it has to be that one. I think it has to be this one. I just don't know what items to present. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to risk it though. I have like small health. Yeah, I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. I'm gonna look at walkthrough for this because I am not sure what item. Oh my god. Where are we specifically on here? Where are we? Oh, so I do. Okay. On this one, I do press. That I thought it was gonna be risky. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes, everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your clients, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with the cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own clients? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one? But wait! Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck, alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Oh, wait, you- oh my god, guide? Guide, are you legit here? Okay, I do, okay. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what that other jobs your client requested for. If it's true, that it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine. After that assassin of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Kurita's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. It was basically that when you stated your testimony.
As you wish. I found this figurine at Mr. Engard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then why was it there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Engard, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Let me save, just in case. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews, but I know somewhere in the statement there is a contradiction, and yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection and on the end of this. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. So now that, what, is Dr. right? Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Miss Mangard Mansion. Is that correct?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly.
What?
This is battle. I can't let up on him. I don't think it is possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear, because she was in the jail cell at the time. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Would be what is the figurine? Where are you at? I don't know if it'll be this. Okay. Cause like, what did they say? I don't think Miss Andrews was the one who seen it. Maybe it could be Korea. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Wait, that was it. Okay. Shelly the killer. If you had really given that bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. But then you could say that you like she wrote it to frame and guard, you know. That's why I was wondering, like, what if that's not the possible one, you know? This item. I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I am going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pick a suitcase?
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it. Oh! I forgot. I totally forgot about that. And for her sake, even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hand. I'm sure she would have taken that suicide note and burned it.
Order! So that's where you two are going.
So by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Wow.
Order!
Ah, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate shredders above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must have wished to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not. That's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing more for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay in my hands. Otherwise... Ah.
Mr. Red, are you? Mr. Redwood?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't understand this, what this is about. This just now. Do you think there's a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should. Edward, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Naya, she'll... Prosecution, he looked at his boyfriend's eyes and he's like, I can't do it to him!
Please come over, everyone, even you are.
Prosecution. Rest.
What's going on here?
Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What?
He's like, I can't do that to my boyfriend.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day that this is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. The Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that the Shelley the Killer's right is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright!
Oh my god! This is going back and forth! Yes, Your Honor?
I end this trial here right now. And your client, Matt and
Take on innocent!
Please place Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder. Oh my god! This is like going back and forth!
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will hear their defense's real remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Engard, to the stand!
Items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could. It looks like our time has run out.
I can't believe
it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Oh my god! This is insane! Dude, did that old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you. It's truly innocent and a good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, based on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Huh. Hi, Xkami. I actually did take my zinc tablet. I'll go look at the stream. He reveals his true form! Oh my god! I did also take my vitamin tablet. Oh yeah, okay, this was a lot of points. I took my vitamin D tablet earlier, and my vitamin C tablet. You know, I actually took a multivitamin tablet. That's why I took all of them. It's a multivitamin tablet. I didn't do my shoulder exercise, so I'll just do that right now. My shoulders, luckily, it's been getting better. So that's good. Thank you for the points, by the way. Oh my god, this is insane. Like, this back and forth stuff is just so like that's cheating. Nah, that's not cheating. That's good for my stomach. If I just take like the multivitamin instead of like them separately. Honestly, if I took them separately, I would kind of forget though. Like, bro, this freaking trial. So I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
But Mr. Engard!
An atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that's refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? In my kidneys? I guess my kidneys too. I know like if I took too many tablets, it will also give me like stomach upset though. But yeah, also my kidneys. Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Dude, if you revealed your whole, your true self though, wouldn't that mean like the press will talk about you more and like less roles or something? Alright, Mr. Lawyer. Should I side with justice? Or should I side with save Maya's life? Maya said she will never forgive you. She said she will never forgive you if you, defend him. Like, you actually let him, like, when...
You'd better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. No, Miss Andrews! She's been getting a lot of shit recently. I feel bad. Or did I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired this S was Adrian Andrews, your client, Mr. Matt Engard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's going to say what I want, aren't you? Right. I can't do this. I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt Engard, is guilty. He's guilty. Oh, I don't have the same one. He's guilty. He's guilty. Where did he get that glass?
I'm waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt Engard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Matt Engard is... Objection! What? Francesca von Karma! What?
What are you doing? Ah!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did he bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about that scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this.
What very old coat this is.
That's gumshoes. I can spot these tattered rags everywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. I fought long and hard this whole trial, all for those what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside the coat lies a crucial part of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Final evidence. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented will change the outcome of the trial.
What?
Objection!
Your Honor, it is of our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma to be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
He must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That's all we could hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Ooh, let me save. Just in case it's gonna be like, I'm gonna lose health or something. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there was no gun involved in this case. There was no shooting, it was a strangle. There's no real benefit to hearing about it. Please present the next piece of evidence. One of the items retrieved from the killer's hideout, nothing else is known. Second piece is this videotape. I bet the killer took them. Well, I want to know more about it. Have you ever checked the contents of this tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh yeah. And I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Oh wait, no, he had like a TV and like some like a tape, like something to put on like the VHS on, right? So it might that might be important. Maybe it's also like he recorded his like the deaths to prove that he actually killed a person. Because he came back to use a hideout for it. The killer went back for it. That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man. One of the items retrieved, like the killers violently tried to recover it. Contents unknown. The last piece of evidence is Bellboy's uniform. So he was the bellboy. Is this the uniform from the... Yeah. Was that used during the crime? I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There is a button missing on this uniform. Oh, the blood! A button. We have that button. It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. Bellboy's uniform. Worn by the killer on the night of the murder. One of the buttons is missing. That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
Just as I thought.
And? What is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure we were under normal circumstances. These items from the Shelly the Killer hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is who did the killing? It's not who did the killing.
It is who is the client.
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Ms. Von Karma. You may now step down.
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled! This court already has all the evidence and needs to hand down a verdict.
No, wonderful, absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix! I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far, you can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try for my sake. Think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2, the first. Make Engard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Engard. If the killer were to no longer think of Engard as his client, then he would let Aya go, which that could be possible. We could do that. But yeah, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. Problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix. Think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? The other side. Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge, we have seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is why we have come to know the truth. And there's one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. The truth. It may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? And then I will pronounce my verdict.
Oh my god. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
I have already told you, Mr. Wright! This court does not need any more evidence!
I am not saying it as that needs evidence, Your Honor.
Then, you want to show them this too. That person...
Hold on. Hold on! Hold on! Okay. Do I have to show the photo? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for what you have with such passion, I will grant you one chance!
One chance.
Please show your evidence who you think is the right person.
Objection!
That's impossible to turn the situation around in one try.
One try, that is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember. Oh my god! Everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think there must be a way to save Maya while taking Engard down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Who would you like? Oh my god, I think it's Engard! Because he's the only one we haven't shown evidence to. I don't know. Okay, like, the killer? Why? I don't think the client has, like... Has the client broke anything? I don't think so. From what I remember, I don't think anything. But the card is giving... No, I think it's Engard. What?
I see.
I actually pressed present.
No, tell this court what piece of evidence you would like to show this person.
Okay, the reason why I'm thinking Engard is also this. I think that's a last minute true, but because like the killer doesn't have any relation to Celeste, but Engard does because they dated. And I don't know. I really don't know. But it's the only thing. Okay.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgar Edgeworth?
I don't have anything to say to this.
How about you, Miss Von Karma?
Well, I was just shot, so... Oh my god, I'm screwed! I'm so screwed!
I'm afraid I cannot allow this event to continue.
What?
No one understands what you're talking about anymore.
Wait, please, one more chance.
It's enough, Mr. Wright. I will not state my verdict.
Oh, it's too late.
Court finds the defendant by dead guard.
What was it? Hold on, I'm gonna look at the walkthrough. What was the thing? So what? Maybe it was supposed to be the killer at the show.
That's all. The court is adjourned.
What's the bad ending I get? Do I get like a bad special ending? And just like that, the case came to an end. I ran away from the courtroom. Oh, and wandered the streets alone. Holy shit! What? I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. The miracle never happened. Oh my god. Maybe it was never meant to, because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. Damn! Oh, you know what? It must have been one of the pieces of evidence. It wasn't the new ones. Okay. So what was it then? I got the bad ending. Yay! We got the bad ending! Let's yippee yippee yippee! Okay, so the pistol was from Francesca. What is this? Okay, so okay. I'll just...
Objection!
Okay, so maybe the killer then. So we're gonna show it to the killer. What evidence would it be? It has to be one of these. Worn by the killer on the night of the murder, one of its special buttons is missing. One of the items retrieved, the killer violently tried to recover it. So I think, is it the button? Oh, it's green. Oh, wait, okay, wait, no, it has to be the videotape. Because Engard recorded the situation, right? So that breaks the rule of their contract. So it has to be the videotape.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Redruth?
I think there is some merit in showing the evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, it looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about the speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideouts. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
It was more credible. However, it was an order from my clients. I was told to protect the videotape.
I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of the tape?
I was certainly told by my client to not watch it, so I have no absolute idea.
Actually, you are on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted the camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed this camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
The client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so that they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
Why did Matt Engard film the crime scene to blackmail? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. You shouldn't have given your client the tape, though. Why would you do that? You shouldn't have given, like, yeah, the assassin that. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Chili the Killer? Oh. Oh.
It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural. That is of the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks of plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your clients.
I have one question for the witness. Yes, you told us one day numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors the most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. Oh, for the honor of the killer name. Even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
Oh, Engard, you're screwed. Oh,
I see. That's all I wanted to know.
Engard's hearing all of this, so the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ooh, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
What the? I'm not the item!
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness! Oh, Engard is so screwed. Even if he gets a guilty, he's gonna get killed.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I don't like for now. What's happened with the client?
Miss what?
Karma, what to do?
She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down the verdict.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed too! He's gonna die! Mr. Engard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video.
Well, you're screwed, dude.
Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is that alright with you, Mr. Wright?
We have finally reached the end of our very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Felix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you, right, Chief? Plead not guilty! Plead not guilty! That'd be funny, plead not guilty. Matt Engard, even though I am your lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self guilty!
Even if you got an acquittal, that instant you set foot outside that detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore. Oh, yeah,
As of always, it looks like we haven't covered the real truth.
I don't remember you helping out much in this.
Mr. Archer, that was Matt Edgard.
I have left Mr. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now.
Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness?
Yes, I plan to pay my debt to the society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to this witness stand during a tough old man voice. Thank you. Thank you, I guess. During this trial, all I felt was despair. She maybe must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. Also us, we really pinned her to be the murderer a bunch of times.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
But after that, when I was alone at the detention center... Oh, hold on. I would be right back. I would be right back. Oh, sure, wait. I am back.
But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved.
Aww. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am.
Aww.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Aww. Aww. Finally, she smiles.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits. That's good enough for me. Everyone gets a happy ending, yippee! That's all. This court is adjourned.
Yay! Happy ending! March 23rd, 5:13 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
You were great out there, Phoenix.
What I did out there was right, wasn't it?
This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look past all of that to what's really important.
Maya!
You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statement on this matter.
I can't count on the evidence or to help anyone anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt Engard, is...
Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you.
Right. Edgeworth!
I have a good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Really?
The pearls!
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in the patrol car.
Mr. Maya! Mr. Maya's safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick!
Ow! Well, she punches deceptively hard for a kid.
He believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her.
Thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
Hi? About earlier. Thanks. Ow!
Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix, alright?
You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you're still happy because Maya's alive. And we got I'm fine if he got jail time. He was guilty. I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you? Don't worry. She may be in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. I use every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But until you came, a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy, and now my boyfriend! I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. I left the prosecutor's office. And I have left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have.
A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. It was at the moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense! Prosecutors use anything we could attack the defendants, but every time we did so,
Objection!
no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man who holds strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well, and began to fall in love with him.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded strokes a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold in everything we have, erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, but we will always eventually reach that one single truth.
The One Piece. It doesn't remind me like that we found the truth, the One Piece.
This I promise you.
That truth.
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you already knew that, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into his hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory. Who ran away into that night.
Ugh. Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with. When you broke up with me, I felt betrayed.
It's because I believe in the things you said to me all those years ago.
And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool.
I like Pearl feels like she's watching like an soap opera right now with the gasps.
I don't want to hear that wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Avant Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being Avant Karma, and neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
Blech. Francesca threw something on the ground just now.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe?
I'll return it to that precinct later. There's something else.
I finally have the whip! Now I can use it!
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right?
Yeah! I have a weapon! Yes! Okay. Nick!
Maya.
Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Aww. One happy family.
Oh, Nick! I knew you would come through! You got in, got convicted like I knew you would! And on top of that, you even rescued me!
Oh, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But you were but we sure pressed our luck this trial. You really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost or Pearly.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
But thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it.
Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
Alright. I think it's time we got out of this distressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grab chow, I'm starved!
Oh. It's right. The right guard? What?
like a nice juicy burger on a bunch of meat that I haven't eaten in days.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edric, please.
If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger plate joints?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I decided we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick, food!
Yay, we're gonna get some steak. What? What is this?
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Oh my god! Gumshoe! You've been like thrown at and just been like this poor man has gone through a lot this game. I'm sure you're alright.
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things.
Telephone pole. And it wasn't a red light that got him? Yeah, I did it again, city boy. I feel like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of Steel Samurai.
Thanks? Now, looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon how y'all bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it tonight even. Yeah, probably. He most likely has brain damage. This poor Gumshoe.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Looks like Lana bought herself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put in this messy case behind us now. I've been on this case for like 6 streams, probably. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
I hope you got some snacks, Maya, like you haven't been eating in days.
You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the today, detective.
Oh, me? You really think so?
He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items he took, I think this trial would have had a very difficult ending.
Oh, well, you know, it's... wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket.
There was a 4th item.
Aw, come on, y'all, it's over! But whoo boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh?
You think?
Why does she look so happy about that? What is the 4th item then?
But they shut away for the 2 whole days. Were you scared?
Why do you look happy when you say that, Pearls?
Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
Sounds like you had a rough gal, so where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, but I want to see it. I want to see Miss Maya's picture.
No.
I know, you know, I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Wait, what if the 4th item was that picture?
Oh,
Aw. It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. What is it, Edward?
This thing is picking something up.
It's Von Carbon's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something, or...
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
huh? But Mr. Edric, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
You've eaten way too much, you glutton. I mean, she's been pulled up for days. Probably someone took, and I'm pretty sure Von Karma took that 4th item.
I had fun tonight. Now if you'll excuse me.
Wait,
What? I just wanted to say, thanks, Edward. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me. right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there is anything I can give him to express how I feel. Flowers! Yeah! Teddy bear! Yeah! Yes! A whip. Why? No, not the whip. A bear? What's something so romantic? Oh my god. The bear? I don't know what it would be. I'll say the big bear. The gun. Yeah, I think he wants the gun. Yeah. What if I give him the whip? What happens if I give him the whip? Take that! What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you too. You and her. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
Looks like Mr. Hedrick has left, Mr. Nick. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Mr. Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two got back to being lovey-dovey right now.
No. Edgeworth is his boyfriend? I actually don't know if he did. I'm assuming he did.
Yeah, Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly! Would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me!
Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick!
Huh? Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles. Okay, I'm not. Why can't the actor do it? You're rich. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have that much money either. I should be rich. I should have enough money. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Ha ha! Yeah, I got me in a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow here for $3,000. Ha 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 ha. Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it all's on your tab and all. What?
Isn't that great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick!
Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Aw, you don't need a hold back now you're here. Yeah, pal, time to let it all out. This is going
to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's so since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all.
Alright then, if you say so. What was that fourth item? Ooh, okay, we're getting credits. Yeah, we finished Justice for All! We finished the second game.
You really came through for me, Nick. Had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately.
It's the One Piece. Yeah, damn, that makes so much sense now.
I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
I don't know about that. I hope you don't get kidnapped again in the next game. That'll be awkward.
I'm so happy that you could save Mr. Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the two of you. Speaking of which, I think the hotel's a popular place for honeymoons. So I sort of made reservations for the two of you, just in case.
Girl, no. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Yay! Sedgwick had a long talk with the chief and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like letting that one go is bad for all society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Oh, I guess Gumshoe kind of had a good ending. I feel like Gumshoe in this game had like a lot of things, like bad things happen to him, so I really feel bad for him. Oh, her.
Hi, Maggie Bride. I'm retiring the uniform as of today, sir. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come to my restaurant, sir.
Oh, we're never gonna see you again? Oh.
Hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
I actually liked her character. Kind of sad we don't actually see her again then. That's what it implied. But I think, okay. I think this is probably the best case. Oh god, not you. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Why did he have to be in the credits? I'm Dr. Hoodie, recently, yes. That girl, you know, I haven't seen her around, yes. But I remember if I even laid so much of an hand, it would be go crack, It didn't matter if I get whipped though, Yes. Get this guy out. I hope we don't see him in the second and in the third game. I hope not, but yeah.
The chapter 4 is probably the best trial I've actually seen so far. Oh, we see you. Hi, Max.
It's time to begin our quest of our World Circus domination. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous fight in Zimbabwe.
Hey Max, what do you think of Zimbabwe is like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies and who can talk?
I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at Mo's jokes.
We get to see Mo. I don't know if I want to see Mo, but I feel like I've been on this game longer than I thought, more than like the first one. Oh, you do see Mo.
I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mo curls represent.
We've got our new act all worked out. Prepare for the Halloween. I hate you guys. I don't like them. I think out of all the characters, I think I like these. I do not like them the most. Like the clown characters on the third chapter, they weren't really like, I didn't like any of them. Some of them I didn't hate. So what's this? Drat, it's the electrical. I can't believe this. Really? How long do they plan on making me do this?
Oh, but it's Edgy-Poo's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But what do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I never really liked this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me loyalty, and then okay, whatever.
I wonder if we'll see her. I feel like we're gonna see her again in the third game. But like, if I had to rate the chapters, chapter 3 is gonna be the bottom. Chapter 1 is like the middle. It was supposed to be an introductory, but we got like amnesia.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edward did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything and all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Aw. Even though she's in jail, did kind of have like, she's in peace with herself, which, I mean, that's a good ending for her, I guess. And then I guess chapter 2 would be second. This chapter 2 was really good.
It has been difficult for me to in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If I would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage.
Homepage? You have a homepage? Oh, he pulled it up, okay. Now he's dead. That's nice. We never used that photo though. What was with that photo with Love Celeste? Was it just only like, oh, because they dated? But why was that on the table still? March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departure, gate 12. Oh? Where are you going, Francesca?
How did you know I was here? With this. I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage, but it's going to be trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideouts, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things. It seems he put the last one in the coat pocket. He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now?
What was it though?
That's none of your business. Are you running away?
Shut up!
You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francesca. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I am expected to win with no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that, but me, I'm no genius. I'm always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you're a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this was to happen, didn't you?
Oh, so if I didn't give him the whip, maybe I wouldn't have gotten this cutscene.
I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you.
I thought you loved him!
And then, finally, my chances to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been to till today. I believe you can, just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews. You're going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't it right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing right now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways. Francesca von Karma.
Oh, she's crying.
I am Francesca von Karma. Don't you think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever? Your battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
I wonder when we see her again. Bye. Yay, I did it! Let's go!
Phoenix writes, one day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this fourth piece.
But what was it though?
So I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
Was it the drawing? Was it Maya's drawing? For some reason. Oh, that's the last one? Oh, that was a drawing Maya probably made. Oh. That's cute. Yeah, we did! We finished the second game! Farewell by Turnabout. Yeah, I got the achievement. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man. That was a huge journey. That was a big journey. Okay. If I had to rate the chapters, third is definitely gonna be the lowest. First is probably the third. I think it was good, but I didn't really like the amnesia part. Especially didn't like really incorporate it that much to the whole game. The amnesia part was just like a tutorial thing, but yeah. Second chapter, I like that one. I really like that one, especially with how we met Pearls and just the introduction of new characters. And I did like the plot twist that apparently the murderer was actually like was actually alive this whole time. Like the murderer was supposed to be a ghost, but she was alive this whole time. I did like that we talked about like the spirit, like I guess the spirit medium lore in that chapter as well, and I thought it was pretty good. Also, yeah, the chapters I really like have Maya being like just screwed over with her being kidnapped and then also like being in prison. And I feel like it's more like Pearlie's involved than Maya in those chapters, and those are like my more favorite chapters in the second game. And chapter 4, obviously that's number 1. Like, this is the first time we actually defended someone who was guilty. And not only that, there was like so many like twists and turns with this. It was really good. I thought that was probably the most well-written chapter out of all the games that I've played so far. Third game might change my mind. I've heard, apparently I talked with a friend, they said this was their favorite, chapter 4 was their favorite chapter out of I think all the games, and I can see why. This was a really good one. It's very good, and I like that. I think I really like the meaning they had of like what does it mean to be a lawyer? Of like, do you want to go for justice, or you just do it because you have to, because it's your job, right? And I think that's been like, not only was this only focusing on like Phoenix's conflict, because Phoenix has never been in a situation like this before. And I like how that part where Mia says like, think before the evidence came, what your thoughts right there, that's what it, like whatever your choice was, that's what you think a lawyer meant. Like whatever your choice you made before the evidence came, that is related to how you would want to be as a lawyer. And I really want to know what Mia's side is on that. Like, does Mia I would assume Mia is on the side of justice, but like I really don't know. I truly really don't know. It's more of like Phoenix's journey of like, oh, what kind of lawyer he would really be, and I'm assuming for justice. Or like, it's more of like, I know it's also part of like, oh, your decision, but I'm pretty sure Phoenix is the type of person to go for justice. And then also relates to Edgeworth and Von Karma as well. I really liked that it contributed multiple people in this. And I also got to see Edgeworth again. I actually really missed him. I did not like him, and now I actually like him as a character. And hopefully he gets back with his boyfriend. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good sequel. Better than the first game, which that's good. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed that. Even if it was like a long journey through like the second game, it was a pretty good journey. And then I guess next time I play Ace Attorney, it's gonna be the third game, and then I think that's gonna be it for Ace Attorney. Like, I've been on the journey for this. But yeah, it was a pretty good game. Pretty good second game. Okay. On stream here. Hopefully you guys have a good day or good night wherever you are. Bye bye.